Okay everyone, this is a video about defending deeply, specifically some modifications and some improvements to the way we have been defending deeply. As you know, in some recent matches we've been defending deeply with 4-4-2. We've had some issues with our line of confrontation. Sometimes it's a little bit too high. When it's too high, you concede space in behind and you concede space in front. We have had a couple of good matches though where we seem to do a good job of being a little bit more compact and a little bit more deep. But there's a modification I want to make, so a couple of improvements. So here we are in our 4-4-3, holding midfielder, 2 attacking midfielders, 2 wingers, striker, and 4 defenders. When we retreat into a deep defending kind of formation, it's going to be like a 4-1-4-1. So I would like to make sure our holding midfielder is operating in here between our central defenders and our central attacking midfielders. Our striker still will be here. He can press the ball if he has the legs up here, but generally speaking we're going to have 9 men behind the ball, defending the most vulnerable areas with the greatest numbers. So that's one change we're going to make, and you can see how that 4-1-4-1 in defense is just a hair away from a 4-3-3 in attack. The other thing is, upon losing possession, if we happen to be up the pitch in our 4-3-3, try to win it back. You fight to win it back, and that would be our holding midfielder, attacking midfielder, winger forward. You try to win it back, and if you don't win it back, we're not going to just fall back to getting 11 men behind the ball. We always threaten, and our runs to get back, our recovery runs are generally to stay behind the ball. So in other words, we're all just not going to all of a sudden fall back, boom, 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 because we'll often say drop deep, or as you know, the code word is Diego. It's not just a question of just dropping right back. It's a question of how we drop back so we do not invite certain things. We want to maintain a little bit of pressure, we want to threaten, but at the same time we want to make sure we are not conceding any space in behind us, and we're not conceding space in front. And the way you avoid conceding space in front is that when you drop, you always make sure that you're threatening. You make sure that you have a shape which tells the opponent that we're just not going to sit back and let you come up the field and try to put those balls over the top. Having said that, that's the ultimate goal of a deep defending formation, a deep defending style, is to absorb that pressure, allow them to play balls, but we have the numbers to head them out, clear them out, counterattack, or whatever it might be. But so the number one change we're going to make in terms of philosophy, formation first of all, 4-1-4-1, but philosophy or tactics is we're not going to drop as deeply as quickly. We're going to make sure we're threatening. We're going to make sure it's not easy for them to have penetrating passes. Square passes are fine, back passes are fine, but penetrating passes as we retreat to our line of engagement, which is going to be somewhere in this area here, well below the center circle for these guys. The striker will be operating in up here. As we retreat, it's going to be a little more measured, it's going to be a little slower, and we're going to make sure that we're cutting off passing lanes and those channels as we are moving to drop deep after we've attempted to win the ball. So I hope that's clear. Again, the major changes are the formation and the tactic of not dropping as deeply as quickly. Paulo will be running training tomorrow, and we'll be working on this sort of tactic, among other things, but this is one thing he'll be working on. All right, thank you.